Once you know what cryptos you want to buy, you'll have to initially buy them off of a centralized exchange such as Coinbase, Crypto.com, Robinhood, and there are many others, but I chose these three because these are the top three that I personally use and I think are the most reputable. So with any of these, to start an account, you'll have to do what's called KYC. And what is KYC? Well, it's basically giving your identity to these exchanges in order to be compliant with regulations so that you can buy on the platform. Long story short, you basically give the exchange all your info in case the government wants to track what you're doing if you don't pay your taxes. So with that said, the three best ones are Coinbase, Crypto.com, and Robinhood. And the way to choose between them, honestly, it doesn't matter. You could use all three. They're kind of good for different reasons. Robinhood has a really small list of cryptos that are available. I think it's about 20 at this point, and it's mainly just the top ones like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, I know is on there. It's really not that much on Robinhood yet, but what's nice is you can average in over time. You can set up a daily buy with Robinhood. So if you're buying the big coins, I would say just go with Robinhood because you probably already have stocks on it. You can use it for stocks as well, and then you can average in every day on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the big coins, and you can set up a daily buy, weekly buy for however much you want, and it'll just automatically buy in for you. So that's really nice. Coinbase is probably number two. Actually, I would say Crypto.com is number two. The user interface isn't as good, but it has a wider range of cryptos that you can buy. It has the widest range out of all of these, although I will say the fees on this are high, and you have to hit withdrawal thresholds. So some coins you can't withdraw unless you have like $40 worth of it, and then the fee is like super high. So definitely watch out for fees with all this stuff. Try to find the best one in terms of fees, which again, Robinhood is really good with the fees. So if you're only looking at the top coins, I would definitely go with Robinhood. Coinbase is a solid bet. Their fees are lower than Crypto.com sometimes, but it has a smaller list of coins, and then Crypto.com probably has the largest list of coins, but their interface is probably the worst. The fees are high. You have to whitelist wallets. The whole process is just kind of annoying and convoluted with this one, but overall it's a good platform and has the widest range of tokens. So once you buy your coins on one of these platforms, you're going to want to send it off onto your hard wallet or whatever wallet you have for long-term storage. You don't want to keep anything on these platforms because you don't have the keys to them. So if you leave your money on these platforms still have your money, not you. So you want to send it off as soon as possible and store it yourself. The other reason to do that is if you were to send your money off of one of these exchanges to your wallet, you can then go over to decentralized exchanges and swap for whatever tokens you want to. So there's essentially two kinds of exchanges. There's centralized exchanges, which are going to collect all your information, and you're going to need an ID and an account and all this stuff. You're going to have to sign up. Sometimes you're going to have to wait for it to be verified. It's just annoying and not great all around. But once you have crypto and you send it to your wallet, then you can just link your wallet into these decentralized exchanges. There's no KYC, there's no account creation. You literally just go to the website, connect wallet, your extension will open up, connect your wallet to it, and then you can just swap for whatever token you want. Now, there are decentralized exchanges for every network, so you're going to have to pay attention to go back to CoinMarketCap, and whatever coin you're looking for, you're going to have to find out what network it's on. So Chainlink here I could get on Ethereum or Solana. This is available on a lot, so I would be able to find this on Uniswap because Uniswap is for Ethereum, so it has an Ethereum address. I'd be able to find it on Solana because it's got a Solana address, so if you take this address and you go to Uniswap and you paste it in here, it shows right up, right? But if I were to take the Solana address and paste it in here, nothing, right? But then if you go to a DEX that's on Solana, like Jupiter, and you put in the Solana address for that token, it'll come up, and here's the Solana version of Chainlink. So Why is this useful? Well, first off, you could just buy a bunch of Ethereum and the main tokens on these centralized exchanges, send it off onto your wallet, and then swap for all of the other tokens you want on each network in a decentralized way, which for everything except Ethereum, that would probably make sense, but because the fees are so high on Ethereum to swap, it can be $10, $20, $100 to make a swap on Ethereum, depending on what the gas fees are, which is probably a whole other video with gas fees, but basically there's a transaction cost every time you swap on these decentralized exchanges, and for newer networks it's literally less than a cent on something like Solana, but with Uniswap it can be really expensive. There's multiple dexes on Ethereum, just like there's multiple on all the different networks. They're going to all have different fees. So not only can you buy it on a centralized exchange and then come and just swap for whatever you want with that token, you could go to Robinhood and buy a bunch of Solana, send it to your Solana wallet, plug it into Jupiter, and then swap for all of the Solana tokens that you want. This whole process of using decentralized exchanges like Uniswap for Ethereum, Jupiter for Solana, Osmosis for Cosmos, it's most useful because some of these tokens you can't get on centralized exchanges like Coinbase or Crypto.com, at least not yet. A lot of these tokens are new or they're just super low market cap and it's not on their radar yet, but they're not listed on these big exchanges yet, so the only way you can get them is by going onto the network that token is on and using a decentralized exchange on that network to get it. So what happens if you want to, you have a bunch of Solana on your wallet, but you want some Ethereum tokens? Like, how do you do that in a decentralized way? Well, that's where bridges come into play. So this allows you to send one token from one network to another one. Typically when I do this, I'll use something like USDC because it's available on so many different networks. It's just a stable coin. So if you go to a stable coin like USDC here and you look at the networks, it's on basically everything. So it's a great token to bridge between two different networks. But if you jump over onto this bridge by portalbridge.com, you can say you want to move some USDC on Ethereum to Solana. And now that's going to move that USDC from Ethereum to Solana. So if you have the USDC on Ethereum, you could go and swap for stuff on Uniswap with that stable coin, the USDC. And if you want to get some Solana tokens, you can just go to a bridge, swap that USDC over to Solana, and then go to Jupiter and swap for it there. And there's many other dexes, like there's Osmosis for Atom, there's QuickSwap for Polygon. There's honestly so many decentralized and centralized exchanges that it's hard to I couldn't even mention all of them in one video. And it's always changing too, so the best advice I can say is use AI, like this TARS AI. I asked it, list all of the decentralized exchanges for each network, and here you go. Here's all the different ones. So for Ethereum, we have Uniswap, SushiSwap, Curve, Balancer, 1inch, like so many different ones, but like this is how you can find them. So you could just ask AI, like give me some Solana decentralized exchanges, and here you go. You got Cosmos, there's Osmosis, so there's a bunch of different ones. So with all that said, that's the normal route that you can go, but if you want to remain anonymous on the blockchain, one option you have is to initially buy your coins off of a centralized exchange that doesn't require KYC. And there are exchanges out there, some of them are pretty shady, and they're honestly always new. Usually there's new ones that come up, the government attacks them, and then those go away or require KYC, and then another 10 new ones that don't require it are created every time one is destroyed. So it's always changing. Best thing to do is just ask AI like what exchanges don't require KYC, and right now we got these right here. So in that case, you can just go to that exchange. Usually, from my experience with these, the non-KYC exchanges will only offer a few coins, and that's where the decentralized stuff comes into play, because like some of them will only offer like USDC. So you just put in whatever amount you want to put in, whatever you want to invest into crypto, just buy a bunch of USDC on the non-KYC exchange where you don't have to give any of your info in, and then just immediately send that off the exchange to your wallet, which is why it doesn't matter if it's shady, right? It's just a marketplace you're going to use once and then never go back to it. So you buy your coin there, send it to your wallet, and then once you have your wallet, you can use decentralized exchanges and bridges to just get everything that you want, and now you didn't have to do KYC and no government knows any of your wallet addresses, and then you can just stay on chain for as long as you want. If you found the information in this video useful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. There are also some wallet addresses below in the description if you'd like to donate. Thanks for watching.